What is up, guys? Boss is here with the part 2 of a video on drones and chips. I'm hoping that some people are going to find this video informative. I'm going to try to use some gameplay to show some aspects of drones and chips that some of us might not have understood, and I hope you're going to like this video. And drones. The reason the community is seeing a lot of fireworks these days, and also the reason some of us do not sleep at night. I've actually been on the lookout for eye, as you must have seen from some of my posts. Facebook. I like eye. It has the shooting chip. It has the slot for the shooting chip. And then we see fly. We have fly as a T2 drone. We have defender as a T2 drone. Yep, that is Nebula. Well, I did get lucky with Nebula. Mine has 4 repair slots. The regular Nebula was advertised as 24 to 30 slots. I got lucky, and mine has actually all 30 slots, which is incredible. But it's not a shooting drone, so it doesn't have any of those specialized shooting chips. It just gives you 8 random chips. So I got 4 of the repair. I got 2 of the A type, which is the effect type, where you can actually load the batteries. And then I got 1 attack and 1 defense, which is actually incredible. Now this is the phasing repair chip. It's a T2 chip, and it heals you after a phase shift or after you use phase shift. I try to use it for the Ravana. 4 of them. This chip is actually rare. I couldn't get all 4. But I guess it can be used with the Ravana, especially if you get it at a tier 4 level. Now, how many chips can you load on the Nebula? If you load a T4 battery like this one, I do have this chip, you could actually use up 6 slots, and you could attach 4 tier 4 chips, okay, plus 1 T3 chip. If you load a T3 chip, which is going to give you plus 6 battery, then you're going to use up 6 slots, and you're going to have 4 T4 chips plus 1 T2 chip. And if you load a tier 2 chip, you're going to have 6 slots used with 4 T4 chips and 1 T1 chip. And if you use a T1 battery chip, you're going to have 5 slots with 4 T4 chips. So batteries are important. If you are using advanced repair and you have this pilot skill that gives you about 25%, like maybe a second more or 2 seconds more of extra repair for your active mod, the recurrent reconstructive repair might be very useful for you. Okay, sometimes it gives 5% extra, sometimes it gives 10k, 15k, 20k extra repair. Recurrent in trouble repair. If the robot receives more than 70k damage, then it gives you some repair. Recurrent emergency repair. When the robot's durability falls below 30%, it repairs a portion of it immediately. It repairs like 20k, sometimes in percentages as well, like 15% or 10%. Recurrent crashing repair. If the robot receives more than 100k damage within 3 seconds, that is a lot of damage. So it repairs a portion of this durability immediately. Sometimes it's 10%, 15k, and so on. Now, the interesting part, the phasing repair. When the robot emerges from phase shift, okay, it repairs a portion of its durability immediately. Now, I don't know how many people are using phase shifts. Some are using them for Hawks. Some are equipping radar. But one thing is certain. There's a bot that is still using phase shift, and that is a Ravana. So I could actually make my Ravana useful by equipping all 4 slots with the facing chip.
Freeze!
Yep. Bottom. Yeah, I do love the freeze chips. It's also good to own the T4 battery. 8 battery it gives. It doesn't consume any battery itself, which is amazing. Basically gonna load this thing up and equip it on the Ravana. Let's see how useful this thing can be. I've equipped both facing chips on it. Whenever it phase shifts, it should be able to heal 10% because this thing stacks up, which is crazy. With time, I should be able to equip all 4 at least T3 facing chips. Now that will be something, wouldn't it? Then we get to the attack side. This drone has only 1 of those. Unless I get something that's gonna do like 10%, then it's not really worth it. Now there's something that you would have noticed by now. You have a 30k for the recurrent crashing repair, and you also have 15%. If you notice, you're gonna see some 10%, you're gonna see some 15%, and you're gonna see 20k healing. Is actually crazy. Now, for example, let's use the bot. Let's use the Gale for example. The Gale has a more 240k health. Okay, 10% of that is 2,400. Now, sorry, 1% is 2,400. 10% is 24,000 health. So that 10% is more than a 20k health that the other chips are giving you. So basically they're duplicating these chips and making you possibly go for the one that is less. Okay, so if your bot has a lot of health, like above 200k health, then the chips with the percentage are going to help you much better than the chips that just give plain health. Like, see, that is 20% health with recurrent reconstructive at T3, and that is insane. So what that chip actually does is, if you heal more than 40k, okay, if you heal more than 40k over 5 seconds, it's gonna add a little bit of percentage to that healing, and in that case it's just adding 20%, which is insane. And I don't know what it's gonna do at T4. So that's why I actually love the healing chips. When people do suppression, I know it can stack up in a team, okay, but then again there's bots like Blitz that you cannot really suppress if they're under their abilities. A lot of bots you cannot really suppress if they're on their abilities. So we're gonna go into battle right now. I'm just gonna load up. There's a Sharpshooter, it's on the Hawk. The Nebula is on the Ravana. The gold drone is on the Falcon. And then I have a Fly, which I'm gonna use for the Gale for now. And the good boy is gonna be on the Blitz. So let's see, you know, some people say, oh, it's a T4 drone, it should be able to shoot. So let's see if this T4 drone actually shoots, or if it is truly the AC slot. Okay, there's an AC chip socket, you know, AC socket type. So let's see if it's that makes the T4 drone shoot. what I see it doing is like it's a torchlight. It's like it's just pointing the way. It's not really doing anything. It's just a basic escort. It's boring. Let's see Good Boy in action. That is Good Boy. You can see Good Boy shooting actively. Shoots a little bit more often. That's just because of the chip. Okay, the Sharpshooter shoots with whatever cells it uses. If it's kinetic, if it's energy, it doesn't change with the chip. The chip just gives it the mechanism like shoot, 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 or shoot, delay, shoot, delay. So that is what those AC type chips do. If it's like shoot, 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 and the type of damage, the drone doesn't have any effect on that. The chip determines the damage and all whatnot. That is why if you don't have those AC type chips on the drone, even though the drone has that socket, the drone is not going to shoot. If those chips are not equipped, the drone is not going to shoot. The drone is a shooting drone, but you need those AC type socket chips to activate it. And we're back. Yep, and there is no drone in the hangar. Where's my T4 drone? I just got the drone. Where is the drone? So I'm just going to show you what you do if you don't see your drone in hangar. Yep, that's it. And select all. Okay, I don't know why it's called microchips. It's for drones. It's weird. Maybe they would have fixed it with a new update, but it just shows their microchips. Let's just try Nebula on the Gale so we can see what this thing can do.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Me in the dark, won't get lost now. To the moonlight, eyes you are real right now. You look into my eyes and felt a feeling, and nothing that it feel like a sweet night. Now I'm waiting for you, but don't hurry, oh slowly, oh yeah. The moon is so around us. You look into my eyes, together feel so high. somebody else, and that is you. Falling with you. You want me, you want me to feel it there. Give me a little more dark in the spotlight. Do I wanna know? You look into my eyes and felt love feeling, and nothing got it feel like a sin. Hey, come on closer now, wait for you. But tomorrow is slowly, oh yeah. The moon is around us. You look into my eyes, together feel so high. To make a way the twilight, my only, my bestie. Let me if you want tonight. 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 Ooh, I think it's slowing down now. You give me heart. I want to talk. A dream like a moment, fantasy. Baby, I think about you now. Yeah, the moon is around us. You look into my eyes, together feel so high. To make a way the twilight, my only, my bestie. Until my love. Let me if you want tonight.
Beyond godlike.
Let me if you want tonight. Let me if you want tonight. Let me if you want tonight, tonight. Let me if you want tonight.
Living legend. Double kill. Triple kill.
Finally, we have the Nebula. That lockdown is it's cool. But see, the bot is still moving, so this thing is just stack up. Okay, the bot is still gonna move. And the repair mods, I think it will be much better on the Gale. The attack mods would be, I like the modulative intensifier. When an active model is used, it increases your output. The rest of them, you can read them up. I don't think they give you too much. The effect, okay, for the circle, that's what everyone really loves. Then again, you have your, if your robot is below 200k 200,000 health, it is better if you use the fixed health, like the 30k health, the 20k health. But if your robot is above 200k health, use the percentage. The 15% gives you more than 30k, and the 10% gives you more than 20k. And that's it. Let's go into the battery combinations. Let's go into the chip combinations. Just in case you don't know how to combine chips, I'm going to start from T1 and show you all the way to T3. You could actually click the autofill button. If you click the autofill button, then it's going to autofill everything for you. And then you go to tier 2. It costs slightly more, 200 AU. But you have to be careful. If you click autofill, you might click on some rare chips. So you have to be careful what you choose, and it might be best if you just decide on what you feed into this thing, because if you click on autofill, it's gonna take, might take all your good chips and leave you with the bad ones. Yeah, the acid spray is not very good. You can use it. It does very little, very little at T2. The lockdown, it depends. Like you saw with the Gale, it didn't really lock down, but it was there. It was there. The lockdown was effective, but it didn't really lock down like immediately. You need more of that because that thing stacks up. And then we have the control. The control is useful for bots like the T-Falcon, the Ferry that are usually, you know, exposed. They're just there to be eaten up. So if you have control, if a bot like Leech is using ice, then you're gonna mitigate some of those damages. Now guess what? If I have 5 of these guys, 5 of these purple chips, which are T3, I'm gonna get a gold chip, which is a T4, and that's how you get your T4 chips right now. Okay, the first one was a battery, which was on offer, and there you have it.